This is Louise Green for MMA Crazy, and I'm here with Tito Ortiz. Now you're here in London for Bellator 158. We've just had the press conference here. What are you most looking forward to about this fight?
God, MVP, he's for real. Cyborg Evangelista, he's for real. He punches like a brick house, and I don't know. Like MVP said, if you can't touch him, you can't see him, you're not gonna be able to hit him, and that's been true a lot of times. He throws punches from awkward positions, and I think that's the number one fight that I want to see. I just want to see an exciting fight, and of course, Daly. He punches like a ton of bricks himself, and I think Lima is in a little bit of trouble there. But I think the English crowd is going to love the fights that are going to come about. It's going to be great fights.
And obviously this is the first time that we've had it on Channel 5 here, the main card. So obviously a lot of new MMA fans are going to be watching. What do you think about that? Obviously the new people, especially here in the UK, getting introduced to Bellator.
It's amazing. It's great the job that Bellator and Scott Coker is coming and doing the job to make this brand get bigger and better. With Viacom behind them, Spike Television, the fans are going to see something great. And if they've never seen mixed martial arts before, they're going to catch right onto it. I know a lot of fans here in England have actually seen MMA before, but now I got a chance to see it in person, so they get to see both in person or on television. So to be on Channel 5 is great, and more fans, the merrier. They get educated on what the sport is truly about. They won't see it so vicious and barbaric. They'll see it more of like a chess match.
Obviously, Kimbo Slice was supposed to be headlining this event, and obviously, unfortunately, passed away. Is there an aura about this event at all? I mean, someone said in the press conference that maybe people are still kind of mourning, especially being here as well, with him supposed to be alongside with everybody else. What's your views on that?
I to his family, condolence to all of my. Couldn't even imagine leaving my kids. Him being a father. At the end of the day, him being a father, that's the thing that hurts me the most, is leaving his children. So I hope they stay strong. Hope his family stays strong. But at the end of the day, this is the business of mixed martial arts, and you got to fight and you got to perform. And if health reasons come into the factor, you got to take care of your health first. And it just didn't come quick enough for him. At 42 years old, he passed away, and God, I hope he's upstairs looking over us and letting this night be a special one, because I think it will on the 16th.
And you were offered to step in, were you not?
Yes.
And why did you turn that down?
4 weeks. I didn't think it was enough time for me. It just didn't make sense. 4 weeks, I had a chance of hurting myself worse, or just take a little step back and kind of let my body get into shape first and then compete. That sounded more like it, And I don't know. I've been doing this for 19 years. I kind of know my body, I know my mind, and I took a day to kind of sit on it and think about it, and I was like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. So I would have loved to fight for the English fans. It would have been great, but didn't get a chance to.
So how are you feeling physically at the moment then?
Good, really, really good. I'm a big fisherman, so I actually had to leave a really good fishing bite at home. They're catching big bluefin tuna right now, and I had to leave to come for this. I was like, hey, can I not come? They're like, no, you have to be here. I'm like, okay. But, I just doing my jiu-jitsu, doing my wrestling 5 times a week, doing conditioning, and I think being on the boat fishing and have my own boat, it puts a lot of extra strength on my body. And I'm enjoying life right now, for sure.
So when can we expect to see you back again?
Probably in like October, I'm thinking, hopefully, October, November. Just a matter of what Scott wants to do with me. I'm sitting back right now, just started getting into some fight shape, and just wait for him.
Any opponent in mind at all?
No, not at all. Nothing yet. I heard some names being thrown around. Vanderlei Silva, Royce Gracie, Rampage. So it's just pick and choose whoever they want me to do. I'm being a politically correct person right now, so whatever Scott wants me to do, I'm going to do.
But what if you had to choose, obviously, what interests you the most?
The Vanderlei fight interests me a lot. The Rampage one interests me, but he's one of my boys. He's a good friend of mine, but the money's going to be worth our relationship, but he already said he'll do it, so I'm cool with that too. Let it be. I just want to compete for my fans, that's it.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, big news, the UFC sold for $4 billion. What's your reaction to that, obviously, being in the UFC, you know, before Dana Lorenzo were there, and then obviously with Dana and Lorenzo as well?
Congratulations. It shows what hard work and dedication can achieve. I had an investment of $2 million to buy it, and another investment of $18 million in promotion until 2006. That's a really, really good investment to turn out for $4 billion. I know, I scratch my head about that's a lot of money. That's $999 million 4 times is just a crazy amount of money. But you know, they worked hard. I know Dana works hard. I know Lorenzo worked hard, and of course all of the fighters through UFC banner. When I was there, we worked hard. 2006 was one of our biggest years. We made a lot of money that year. Good for him. You know, I'm cool with it. You know, my harsh feelings are gone. They were gone a couple years ago. I feel like being the bigger man by going, okay, good for them. You know, I wish the best to them, and vice versa.
And obviously Dana White will be staying in his position, I think, for 5 years. So what can you expect from the new owners, and what do you think we should expect from them?
Nothing will change. It'll be exactly the same. I know. I think it'll be exactly the same. They're not going to change anything. That's why, if it's not broke, why fix it? Yeah. Nothing's broke. They're going to keep doing it the way they did. That's why they continue to keep Dana on board, and smart. You know, he's a great businessman.
UFC 200, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, got to see the highlight of me getting punched by Ken Shamrock when I defended my world title, me getting punched by Chuck Liddell. So I guess it could have been worse, or I couldn't have been shown at all. But I'm used to being on the bad end of everything, so I'll take the punches as they come.
What did you enjoy the most?
Gosh. I think the orange mat or yellow mat they had.
Gold mat. I think it was supposed to be gold.
Yeah, yellow mat. That was interesting. The fight's pretty good. I can't think of one exact fight that really kind of caught my eye. They're pretty decent fights.
What did you think of Brock Lesnar?
I knew he was going to win just because of the wrestling. His wrestling is just ridiculous. He's so fast. I had a parlay, and that was my parlay that won it for me, so it was good. It was a big money day for me. I was happy. I'm a gambler. I like to gamble. That's one of my bad things about me. I like to gamble a lot. I'm too competitive.
And obviously we've got Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz coming up. Did you watch the first fight? And if so, what do you think about the rematch?
Well, you know, actually Nate won me 10 grand the last fight. He'll win me another 20 hopefully this next one. He's gonna whoop his ass. Diaz is no joke. You know, people don't understand those guys at all. You know, their life is fighting. That's all they do. They work hard. They work hard in cardio. They punch. Their submissions are ridiculous. He don't mind getting taken down. Diaz brothers are for real. I'm a big Diaz fan, so I like Nate and Nick. I like to see them doing the Stockton slap on people, so that's cool. It's cool.
You see him do that on Dana as well?
No, he did.
There's a video with it.
No, I missed it.
And then obviously, just last question, Jon Jones, obviously, he was supposed to be the main event for UFC 200 and he had to obviously withdraw. What did you think about the news of him obviously failing a drugs test?
I just don't understand it. Jon, man, gosh. I mean, who does he have around him? Who are his caretakers? Who are the people that are watching him to see what he does wrong and right? Or he just has his own free reign to do what he wants? I don't know. It's confusing as a person who could be so gifted and talented as a fighter, and to let everything just slip through his hands. He had the world in his hands and it fell away. He tarnished his name forever. You know, I thought after he got in the accident and the hit and run where he broke a chick's arm that would be the stopping point, but I guess that wasn't. You know, I've met Jon Jones on a bunch of occasions, and he's an awesome, cool cat. I just don't know what's going through his mind. It's sad. He had a chance of being one of the greatest ever.
Okay, well, thank you. I think your taxi's here, so we better let you go.
Awesome.
Thank you for taking the time and talking to us. Thank you. See you Saturday.
Pleasure.